All right, so a lot of good things are happening right now. The Euros are in full flow. The sun is out. England are winning. The Sidemen are getting vaccinated. But there is one event that has taken place in the last couple of days that we need to talk about. Now, I do not consider myself to be any form of boxing expert or have any knowledge about boxing in general. But I do know YouTube. June 12th, a bunch of YouTubers chatting shit. A bunch of TikTokers chatting shit, and they finally fought. Now, there was a lot of controversy here. Now, there were 7 fights in total. The first 2, Ryan Johnston versus Kale Sausage, and Landon McBroom versus Ben Azalar. Now, I'm not going to talk about these. Not in a peak way, I just have no attachment to them, and they were wearing earmuffs. So, we'll move on. So, yeah, these 2 fights happen. Trippie Redd puts on a performance. It's a bit, but YouTube are 2-0 up. And then DJ Khaled comes out to arguably the worst performance I've ever seen. With, ironically, everybody's hands go up, and of course, no one's did.
Put your hands up right now. Put your hands up, everybody, right here.
In fact, I don't know if the speakers cut out or what, but it was awful. I paid $50 for this. I'm fuming. $50 to watch DJ Khaled just go up, up, up. And then we move on to the fights that mattered. Faze Jarvis versus Michael Lee. Firstly, how the hell does Michael Lee have 40 million followers? 48.7 million. Why are you making a child do so? What is happening? Faze Jarvis, I've only met him a couple times. Didn't think he was particularly sporty after he kicked the ball like this. But I watched Faze's documentary on him the other day, and it looked like he had been working hard. Obviously, I can't judge Michael Lee because I didn't know what he had been doing. So this fight starts.
It's trained. Yeah, Michael
absolutely has.
I'll be real. Jarvis looked good in this. Michael Lee looked okay, looked decent, but Jarvis just looked better, and eventually.
Look at, oh my body.
Oh! Bang! Jarvis with the right hook. Easy. Easy. 3-0 YouTube. Easy for Jarvis. So yeah, Jarvis landing 24 punches to Michael Lee's 5. It was a whitewash. Then we get another performance from, I don't even know who it is. I'm a boomer. Mulatto, but Bunda. That's all I can say.
Is you gon' care?
She comes out, starts singing about being athletic on a dick.
Ain't athletic on a dick, I do gymnastics.
That ended pretty quick. Wasn't a fan myself. And we moved on to another musician, but this time in the ring. DDG versus Nate Wyatt. Now, they talked a lot of shit in the press conference.
Uppercut your shit. None of that shit is gonna matter, bro. All y'all niggas do, all y'all do is can't fight.
That can't box. I've never seen you box someone that actually
bro,
can box.
Listen.
DDG apparently has like a history in boxing, whereas Nate Wyatt doesn't. DDG did say over and over again, "Schlep, buddy."
Get your ass slept, buddy. Slept, buddy. Slept, buddy.
And this was the worst fight of the night by an absolute mile. This went all 5 rounds, and honestly, I don't know if Nate Wyatt wasn't hugged enough as a child, but bro, all he did was try and grab DDG and embrace him.
DDG review, it's social.
So yeah, that goes the distance, goes to points, and DDG wins. Honestly, boring fight. It was the only fight of the night which was truly boring. And just to clear up, I'm not having a go at them. I don't want to fight either of them. And I definitely don't want to hug Nate Wyatt. So right now, it's 4-0 to YouTube. This is a whitewash. Now the next fight. Edgy versus Vinnie Hacker. This is where I feel like I actually start to have some input. Edgy, he's like a little brother to me. Obviously, we've had our beefs.
You whitehead twat, you're a pussycat.
Seen your dad's dick, you make me feel sick, and didn't you shout with your brother? He did.
But everyone was sure that this was arguably the easiest fight of the night. We have Edgy, who's fought against Jake Paul, and we found out if his stamina was better, he could have won, versus an 18-year-old that throws it back. But bro, Vinny walks out to a Pain's theme song. Right, that sent shivers down my spine. I was like, you know what, this 18-year-old kid, I feel bad for him. Donnie's about to get wrecked, but he walks out, that tune's blaring. All I'm imagining is him looking at Edgy going, how's Edgy gonna follow this up? He came out in his house. He's tried to replicate a Mike Tyson walkout with the outfit he was wearing, but honestly, it ended up looking more like Freya's dress. Regardless, Edgy has speed, he has power, or so we thought. Edgy said before the fight that he trained 5 times a day, which realistically, that isn't good. Your body cannot train 5 times a day. I think the issue with this, and this is what I kind of wanted to talk about, is Edgy portrayed that he trained hard for this, but within the first minute, I think it was clear that he didn't train hard enough. And as I said, I'm not trying to cause any arguments. Proud of Edgy. I want him to bounce back from this. But boxing is one of the worst sports for if you chat a lot and you're lying, you will get caught out. Vinny actually looked good as well. That's the thing. I don't know if it's because Edgy didn't do much back. I think Edgy kind of thought, I'm just going to come out. I've got power. Give him a couple hits and Vinny will crumble. He's an 18-year-old kid. You know, he weighs a lot less. It just didn't go that way. First 2 rounds, Vinny's winning. And then for some reason, Edgy comes out and takes a knee. I don't know if he knows that that is a point deduction. But yeah, he gets back up. Vinny gets a counting stand. And then I think about 44 seconds later or something like that, Vinny ends up getting a TKO. It was very, very sad to see. I watched obviously with JJ in case you saw my Insta.
What? No. Hey, yo, what? What the fuck is this?
But we'll talk about that in a minute. I mean, I know Edgy is going to feel hard done by, and there's a moment which is really upsetting to see him say, oh, I'm a failure in the ring. And back to another performance. Migos, worst people I've ever seen live. I'm just saying. Migos, goated. Live, terrible. It's like watching a whole concert of just ad-libs. But yeah, that went on way too long, and eventually 6th fight was happening. And brother, the next fight. Jesus! Anison Gibb versus Taylor Holder. Taylor Holder has been put on this pedestal for the last 9 months. I don't know how long it's been. And no one knew why. Why was he put on this pedestal? It's like everyone has forgotten as well about Gibb winning his first 2 fights. Admittedly, the first one was against a half-blind Irishman, and the second one was against a guy that put concrete on his head. Anyways, I'm sitting there with Talia and JJ, and I'm shaking.
I'm shaking!
I felt some nerves that I felt when watching JJ box. Round 1. Gibb putting on that pressure that Edgy should have been doing. Obviously, Gibbs, he's a little man. He's a very little man, but he's a powerful man. Taylor looked good, though. Taylor looked professional, but I realized very quickly that Taylor wasn't doing anything. I think he was waiting for Gibb to get tired, but you don't know Gibb. Gibb is an animal. I heard a rumor once that Gibb eats bull sperm for breakfast, just to give him that extra edge instead of Red Bull. Anyway, first round is going on, and all of the commentators are just saying, oh, it's clear who the professional is here, and talking about Taylor. They are literally sucking his dick while Gibb is winning.
Oh, so you bet on Holder?
I bet on Holder, yeah.
Okay.
I like Holder's high guard, right?
So yeah, slowly over the next few rounds, the commentators realize that Gibb is winning this and Taylor's not doing anything.
It's over.
And Gibb continues to throw combinations.
Literally, Gibb landed 47 punches, Taylor Holder 21. 38 of them were power punches, 16 of Taylor's were. Like, it was very, very clear. It ends, you know, I know that the whole of the UK is feeling jubilated and ready, just like, you know, when Raheem Sterling scores a goal, until that moment.
The combined scores put the bout in favor of a majority draw.
What?
No! Gibb won so easily. So easily. 5-0. But freaking Social Gloves probably have a 2-fight deal with Taylor, so they know that you can't make him lose, or else no one wants to see the second fight. Even the ref looks shocked. There was a woman in red. I don't know who she is. I'm sorry. I think she's a UFC fighter. She comes in the ring and has the audacity to say to Gibb,
We didn't know how to judge it in the corner. It was a close fight. Did you think you won?
I know my heart.
3 minutes later, she's standing there with Keem and Fuzi going, oh, I thought it seemed pretty obvious that Gibb won. Say it in the ring. And Taylor Holder has said he disagrees with the draw because he won.
I mean, I have to disagree with that he won. That I believe that the draw was definitely bullshit.
But you're lying through your teeth. It is the biggest load of bollocks I've ever seen. It makes me so upset that people are out there who can literally be bribed into doing this or are this corrupt for such an obvious fight. Cool. If it was close and they go draw and everyone's a bit like, oh, okay, I thought he won. No one thinks that you won, Taylor. Worse than that, if you didn't know this, The scores that were read out, 49-46, 49-46, and 50-46, are legitimately impossible to be a draw. Even Michael Buffer tweeted it. He couldn't care less about this fight. I've seen a lot of stuff about, I think it's Bryce Hall's manager talking about, oh, they need to get paid, the company's gonna go bankrupt, etc. Good! My blood is boiling now. Taylor was annoyingly nice. We all thought, you know, oh, why has Gib got to fight the nicest one out of them? But I lost every ounce of respect by the fact that he said he won. You know how much respect he would have got from every single person in the world if he had gone, oh, you know what? I thought I lost as well, but you know what? I'll take a draw. Calm. Social Gloves even tweeted out that Taylor Holder won. As soon as the fight ended, they tweeted out that Taylor Holder beat Gib. Then when the majority draw was decided and it was obvious that it was wrong, they deleted the tweet. Like, there's no... It's so painful that it's so obvious. Robbed was trending on Twitter. Anyway, we go on to Taylor's sugar daddy, Bryce Hall, and yeah, he comes out first. He comes out on his own as well, which I thought was interesting. I guess it's because Taylor Holder was too busy sucking off the ref to draw with Gib. But Austin McBroom comes out with his whole family and their family and their family. But like most LA influencers, ditches all of them, including his kids, when a famous rapper comes along and Lil Baby joins him and raps him to the ring. I don't know why Austin McBroom chose Talia as his inspiration for the outfit, but it was all right. Bryce Hall, Austin McBroom is underway. I'd say it took me 1.4 seconds to figure out who was going to win. Austin McBroom literally just outboxes Bryce. Bryce gets a point deducted because he watched Nate Wyatt and decided to try giving him a hug. And after like 2 rounds, Bryce Hall's face looks like a bleeding vagina. I think Bryce Hall had about 10 hits, whereas McBroom had like 30. But Austin keeps, you know, just dancing around him, punching him in the face. Bryce is bleeding. The ref stops it. Bryce is seeing God. He is literally seeing God. And he starts saying it's bullshit. This Donnie is looking at the inside of his brain. But he's saying it's bullshit that it got stopped. The awkward part comes when Austin McBroom basically just praises Bryce Hall at the end and says, oh, you know, he's a great guy, you know, oh, we love each other, really. And at that point, I don't think Bryce can say anything. I think he just takes the okay, yeah, cool, this is the easy way out, cool. Yeah, we're both great. You know, I never claimed to be a boxer. Well, you did.
So you think that's going to hurt you in the ring, June 12th?
No, because I know how to use my hands, too.
Okay, so you've been actually trained to learn how to actually box.
Yeah.
I don't know, obviously, I'm not a boxer, so when you step in that ring, I think you automatically have a respect for each other after the fight that no one else can understand. So I do get it. I do get why they are nice to each other afterwards, because what's the point in carrying it on? I mean, as a whole, the event, it was actually quite good. Apart from the music, it was just awkward. There was about 19 people in the crowd whose combined age was 43. They kept cutting the music off when the artists were performing, which just made it even more awkward on the live stream. The fact that Gibbs' fight was clearly rigged, not even well hidden, clearly, but now I just want the company to perish. And in terms of the fighters, Jarvis, new man, different, it's ridiculous. Edgy, if you want to come back, you gotta prove something to everyone. And you can't just say words. It can't just be, oh, I'm gonna shock the world. It's gotta be, you know, prove it. Come back with a 6-pack and huge muscles. And Gib, no words for Gib, because Gib is too goated. That was phenomenal. I can't imagine how Gib feels considering how angry we all are. Yeah, that is it for today. Obviously, this is a very different style of video. I mean, to be honest, I just wanted to chat shit for 10 minutes and post something about it on my channel. Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I probably won't make another one of these. So thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and peace. All right, now I recorded that on Sunday. It is now Monday, and Gib has tweeted something that is immaculate news. He has been awarded the win because even the karate people, I don't know what the people who decided it were, but they have decided he won because it was obvious. So Gib has done it. The world is at peace again, and everything's looking up. Thank you for watching. Peace.